What's up, everybody? Let me know that you all can hear me. I'm not sure if y'all can actually hear me um, this morning. So let me know if y'all can hear me because I'm not sure what is going on. What's up? What's up, everybody? Let me know that you guys can hear me in the chat. Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Okay, y'all can. Okay, I don't know why I can't hear myself. Because usually I'm able to hear myself. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thank y'all so much. Something is off with my mic today, and I just wasn't sure if y'all could hear me or not. It was definitely giving dead air. Let me go ahead and share the video in other places, guys. Please give me a second here. I hope everybody's been having a good day. Y'all know we are about to talk about Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage Huntsville, as well as Put a Ring on It. So give me 1 second. One second. Why Instagram always try to share stuff to your Facebook? Like, girl, I have them separated for a reason. Just because y'all chose to purchase Instagram has nothing to do with me. Okay? I don't want everything linked. You feel what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to automatically connect. Okay? That's crazy. All right. Let's do that. And then we are there. Yeah. So we can get into some things. Everybody, okay? What's going on, everybody over here in the chat? Lavita said that she came in and hit that like button real quick. And she about to go ahead and grab this mic. Now, Lavita, when you get back to this video, I would like to know, are you singing? Are you in the choir? What were you doing with the mic this Sunday? Okay, let me know. Let me pull up my notes real quick so we can talk about some things. All right, babe. All right, y'all. Y'all know Miss MacBook tapped out. Did I tell y'all? I know I brought it up last Sunday that she was over here just acting up. Well, girl, she tapped out. Okay, sometime last week. Okay, but anyway, it's gonna be all good because we are still going to get through this live. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some things. We're gonna start with put a ring on it. Okay. So Kenneth said that he tired of Shorty at this point. Okay, he's tired of Shorty. He said he doesn't like that she doesn't see how she doesn't see his worth in so many words, and she doesn't see his effort. So at this point, he's sick of her. Shorty says that when it comes to him being upset, she hears that he's upset because she won't give him any credit. Okay, so he wants credit for the work that he has done, but Shorty's having an issue with that because it's like, why am I giving you credit for things that you're supposed to do anyway? Whether you're doing those things for me because that's something you want to do or not, you really should be doing this for yourself. These are things that you should have already had in place for yourself as a man. So why would I give you kudos or credit for some stuff you should have had in order to begin with? Like, what? So that's where she coming from, right? So what else did she say? Oh, she says when she talks to him about this stuff, all he hears in his head is he's sitting around the house doing nothing. So he's misinterpreting what it is that she's saying. Okay. So he's feeling away and feel away, Kenneth. Okay. Dr. Nicole tells them that it sounds like they're not talking about the main root. Okay. They're not getting to the root of the issues, basically saying they had some other SHI before whatever this is. Okay. So they got some other stuff that they need to resolve and it ain't going to get no better. All right. What else happened? It's the same stuff every week. Dr. Nicole tells everybody, listen, it ain't gonna be no new dates. So this is what you got. You either can go on a date with the person that you dated last week, or you could reach back to somebody in the past, okay, and bring them forward. Now, when it came down to it, Fonzo decided that he was gonna choose the current date, Tanisha or something like that. Shay ended up choosing who she chose, a star or something like that. But Shay bothered me. Shay found an issue. Shay, I don't know if this is how you always are or if you're just like this with Fonzo. But if this is how you are, it's hard for me to believe and see that you'll ever have any successful relationships. So he says that he want to go on a date with Tanisha. She says, "Ooh, oh yeah, so you want to go on a date with Tanisha? Oh, okay, you must really like her. I mean, you remember her name and everything." Who's like, where did that even come from? Like, what? Girl, it was gonna be somebody from the past. Like, maybe I'm confused. I mean, that's the girl that he just went on a date with the most recently. So I would think that if this is the person he's going on a date with more recently, then he'll at least know her damn name. Like, I'm confused. You know, she's a bit irritating, and I'm just like, Shay, do you do this stuff for the cameras, or is this how you really are outside of the cameras? But anyway, so Kenneth is shorty. He tells Shorty, and this was so funny because I'm not gonna say Kenneth is a weak man, but I just can't think of another word. Like the way he tried to talk to her, it didn't even come off right. Like, you gon' watch how you talk to me. I would have started laughing at him. Like, you're a joke at this point. Like, you ain't never tried to get your stuff together before, and then now you want to try and put your balls on the table or whatever. Absolutely not. Take them balls off the table. They about wrinkled at this point. Take them off the table. Okay? You gon' watch how you talk to me. You gon' watch your tone. I know Shorty was laughing on the inside, but like, okay, I guess you want to be a man now. Okay, all right, and what else? Like, I can't. So he says that he wants her to respect him, and Kenneth says that he doesn't have time to deal with the petty games. And I say, you don't have time to deal with her petty games, Kenneth, but you have time to take her financial records and get a screenshot of them. Help America. This is what we're wondering. I'm just a little confused here. Okay. You don't have time for her quote unquote petty games, but you have time to write on a Facebook wall down talking her to her place of employment, but you don't have time for petty games. Okay, that's fine. All right. He says that he wants to move forward, and he don't really want to, continue to dwell on the BS. But I just feel like the reason y'all keep going backwards is because nothing is ever addressed. You always try to skirt along and get to the next thing. Just like when you went out to eat with her, you just wanted to have a good night. You didn't want to really talk about your issues. It's very much so giving Ralph, Real Housewives of Atlanta. But anyway, so then he asked her, like, what is it that I can do overall, pretty much to make you happy? And she said, well, I mean, what you could do overall is stop lying, stop putting up this facade. And we know, I believe Shorty when she says that, because we all saw where he sat down with the young lady he went on a date with, Myasia, the last time he went on a date. Told this girl that he was a general contractor. He got a food blog and he was an entrepreneur. Yeah, well, you lying. You likes to fluctuate things, baby. I don't believe none of that he talking about, right? So she said, stop lying and giving fake apologies. I believe that he gives fake apologies as well, because when he took pictures of her financial records, before they could actually have a conversation about how it affected her, he immediately went to, I'm sorry, I should have never did that. I shouldn't, da, 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 da. Like, just basically it was giving me not hearing her out, but wanting to tell her what it is that she wants to hear. That's what I was thinking. So she thinks that he's misleading her, especially when he says that he's going to change his behavior. And we see that he never does. Right. So there's that. Shorty tells Kenneth that she is not committed to stay. I'm glad she told him that, though, so he'll be aware. Like, I'm not committed to staying with you if things don't change. But I feel like he kind of already knew that. And it seems like as this process goes along, he's starting to recognize why she really brought him on the show. Okay, so that she could go ahead and skirt out on the plug and find her somebody better. All right. It was liquid courage, the liquor. The guys told him to basically secure your bag first. He don't respect himself. So there's that. They need to leave each other alone. If a man was constantly speaking to a woman like that, we would swear it was wrong. She doesn't respect him, so they need to separate. Definitely need to separate. Definitely. Shorty needs to leave this man. She's wasted everybody's time. I'm done with both of them. Whew. Yeah, I'm tired of Kenneth. Leave then. I'm also tired of Shorty. You act like he's so terrible, but still there. Still there. Get away from me with this. Yes, go away. Still there. Ain't that some Whew, honey. So Fonzo goes out with Tanisha. I think she's so pretty. I'm like, she's so cute. And the vibe that you could tell they do have a vibe. Maybe him and Shay had that vibe as well, like earlier on. And, they just got some friction in their relationship. But he was really having a good time. They had a ton of laughs, but he made sure that he did not cross any boundaries that was set in place for he and Shay. Okay. What else happened? Kenneth and Myasia, they end up going out on a date. I felt like this was the first time we really got to see Kenneth open up about his life, okay, about him being in Louisiana, relocating to Atlanta, all of that, okay. What else? He actually, to me, showed up for the date. He was more into the date than he has been in the past, and I guess it just took Shorty to kind of like put him down for him to be like, okay, let me open up to this process because she probably gonna leave me for this other dude. So let me see what I can get out here and catch. Okay. I will say this. Something about Myasia makes me think she would be a better fit for Kenneth. I don't know if it's that Shorty is too mature for him, if she's much older. Like, I don't know. The vibe is different, and it was giving that Myasia probably would be a better person for him to go off and get to know. Maybe not a relationship, but at least start something, like, you know what I'm saying? Connect to get to know each other a bit more, because it probably could go somewhere. Charlie and Chris. They weren't talking about SHI. They really wasn't. Charlie tells him about Otis. Oh, no. Yeah, she meet with Chris, tells him about Otis, saying that she was a weak woman. And if he agreed, and he was like, nah, it's not that. If I feel like you was a weak woman, then I won't be attracted to you. That's not what it is. But of course, he'll say something like that because he don't want you to go out on another date with me. Okay. And Charlie trying to mask it as like going on a date. She tried to disguise it as, well, I just want to get his thoughts about, Otis saying that I'm a weak woman and this and that. Like, nah, girl, you want to go on a date with that man because you wanted to go on a date with him. I mean, just say that. I mean, it's okay. Right. So then we got Shorty and Tommy. So Shorty admits to not treating Kim with respect. Okay. Not giving him the respect that he needs. And he asked her, like, how long do you think you're going to continue to do this? 3 months, 6 months, how long? She don't know how long. But what she does know is that during this process, she's going to start working on herself so that he's not the only person working on himself. Because once the process is over, she don't want to be blaming him. I feel like you're going to do that anyway, because that's just how you is. And you just really don't like this man instead of going on about your business. Like, for real. What else ended up happening? I think Tavi asked her, like, pretty much what we doing, how, like, what's gonna be what, and it seems like she's going to continue to give her man a chance. She wants to see where would the relationship go. Okay, so she's focused on saving her relationship. Kenneth looked like he was a bit disappointed, not Kenneth, but Tavi. But I'm like, I mean, shoot, it's only been a month. Y'all only went on a few days, probably in a 2-week time span versus like a whole month. You know what I'm saying? So give her some time. I mean, just because she wants to work on her relationship, fix it, see how things are gonna go, does not mean that they're gonna be together forever. So, just never know. She hurt that man a little feelings, so whatnot. But I guess what else happened? Shay and Asar. I ain't really care a whole lot for this date either. Shay apologized to him and thanked him for trying to break up the incident that happened. She apologized for that. Then they went to go do, I guess, some essential oils or perfumes or whatever it was they did. And she gonna ask this man, what kind of scent do you think I should have? Like, what scent would you give to me? He said lavender. And then she said, I don't know, it was just something off, y'all. Maybe I'm being too critical. It was something off. She says, what she said, she's like, I mean, is it my shirt or is it me? And I'm like, ma'am, knock. Come to the door. He don't know you like that. He don't know you like that for real to even give you a damn scent to tell you what he think. He don't know your personality. Girl, he should have said firecracker. The way your ass is over there trying to run up on this other lady. Girl, this man don't know you like that. Okay, so I mean, is it my shirt? Is it because of my shirt? Or is it because of me? Like, he don't know you. Anyway, he said lavender because it's calm, and that's what you mean. I said that was a great way for him to clean it up, because she irritated me just a little bit. I'm like, what is going on? Every little thing she do be giving validation. So what else we got? Dr. Nicole in a meeting with the people. Shay is growing, so it seems. She compliments Fonzo because he said when he went on this date with Tanisha, he was very careful about not crossing the boundaries. Okay. What else ended up happening? Oh yeah, she also said that she's gonna focus on herself more, because if this relationship don't work out, she's not gonna want to hop into a whole nother situation. She's gonna want to just focus on herself, learn herself more, and then go from there. Okay. So Shorty says that she was enjoying Tavi, but not ready to give up and just jump ship from Kenneth. She wants to continue to work on that relationship. And Kenneth over there deciding that he gonna gush all over his date. Okay, he's gushing over Myasia, how great it was, how amazing she was, how nice she was, all this stuff, right? So Shorty decides that she gonna have an issue with the fact that he was hyping up Myasia, and she's like, "Oh, okay. So I don't understand how you have a date with her the first time and it didn't go good, and then you have another date with her, didn't it go good? I mean, I don't know, bitch. I guess the same way you try a restaurant on this day, it ain't good, and you go to the restaurant another day, and it's like, oh, okay, the food was here today. Like, I mean, girl, what are we saying here? And then you was just sitting over here gushing over Tommy in front of him. Then you sat up there and clowned up at this man and said he like women that's out of his leagues. So I'm sure you, who was clear to let the people know Myasia was under you, or understudy under you, worked for you, whatever the case was, you probably would deem her as a woman that's in his league. So now he over here having a good time with a woman that's in his league, and you bother. I want you to figure out your life. Because see, you starting to give me, you like the toxicness as well. Okay, so yeah. What else? He did admit though and said that he was trying to stick it to Shorty. He was trying to, make her feel away or whatnot. And I mean, I guess it worked clearly, because at the end of the day, whether somebody wants you or not, it always boils down to them not wanting somebody else to have you. And that's what it was giving. Okay. Alfonso and Shay, when it came down to it, she asked, what are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to go on other dates? It's not going to be any new dates. So are you going to continue to go on your current date, or you're just not going to do anything? And so Fonzo and Shay are going to focus on each other. Kenneth and Shorty are going to focus on each other. Girl, but Charlie said she finna go on another date with Chris because she need closure. I said, BIT, not you need closure on a third date. Cut it out. That means while you over there running up a muck over there on Otis, it's giving to me that you probably have been communicating with Chris behind the scenes, just like you got so upset with Otis because Otis was in somebody's DM about somebody that they knew, the person they had in common. But why would you say you need closure? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay. But I guess Miss Charlie girl, good luck. I feel like if Charlie would have said that she didn't want closure, that she just wanted to focus on her man only, I think Otis would have focused on her too. But because she wanted to go out with old boy, he said, okay, cool. I'm going to go out with old girl. And we just go see what he do then. And I ain't blame him at all. I mean, I don't want to sit there for real. I mean, let me go find somebody and go out on a date with them too. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what you guys are over here saying in the chat. Do you think that Shorty low-key like Ken being obsessed with her? Seems like that feeds her ego. That's a possibility. Yeah, that's a possibility. She probably liked somebody gonna run up behind her. Obviously, she likes something because she continuing to deal with it, and she's taking him back when he has shown those toxic traits of stalking you. It's like, I don't understand it. Like, I don't know. I mean, and a lot of people say, love makes you do crazy things, but at this point, I just feel like she ain't even in love with the man. It don't look like that at all to me. I feel like Shorty engages and keeps this up out of fear of being alone. That's what I think. She probably just don't want to be alone. Tanisha going to what? You talking about she gonna get beat up by Shay? She better stop flirting. Ooh. She better tell her man to stop flirting because both of them agreed at the same time that they big flirts. So part of that is on her man trying to beat that lady up, but we know she ain't gonna touch Fonzo, child. Shorty is bothered. She's more established, but it gives her security in being able to be in control of the relationship that she probably wouldn't feel if she was with a man on the same level as her. Right. I don't like the way Kenneth look and sound when he angry with Shorty. What you mean by that? When he said, I am done being her puppet. I said, Kenneth, you try to dig deep for your biggest acting skills, huh? You tried to dig deep for them acting skills. I am done being her puppet. Because everything he was giving, I'm laughing. You're a joke. You're a joke. Since Shorty pay for everything, can she pay for Kenneth to go to the bitch? Oh, goodness. goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Oh, goodness, goodness, goodness. Oh, my God, today. Mm-mm. Well, let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I have sparkling water. I have sparkling water with kiwi and strawberry in it. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, that's all I have. Just sparkling water with some fruit. I think I answered that one. Let's see real quick before we move on to Love and Marriage DC. I don't think Shorty is more mature than him. Okay, they are equally childish. Oh well, got a point. In my opinion, which is why they won't leave each other. Okay, they enjoy the toxicness of it all. Mm, okay, 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 okay. Um, Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is pretty good. I got the coconut pineapple sparkling water from Target, the Good and Gather. Shout out to Niecy Dixon. Niecy put me up on that Good and Gather over there at Target. I gotta try the one Bondi was talking about. I know I'm gonna say it wrong. I just know I'm gonna say it. I know I am. LaCroix. LaCroix. I think it's LaCroix. CROIX. I think that's how you say it. LaCroix sparkling water. I gotta try theirs out. Um that preview next week, Kenneth was drinking straight from the bottle. And what the hell was that? And then he had two different types. He had two different types. It's giving Tyler Perry abusive husband. Good night. Girl, y'all know Kenneth gonna be trying to get booked for. I think Kenneth did a few little acting gigs back in the day. So he definitely gonna be trying to scoot on over there and get booked for it. Okay. All right, you guys. So a whole lot, it wasn't a whole lot that took place on Put a Ring on It, just the same things that's going on. Okay, same stuff for the most part. Yeah, it seems like we're getting closer and closer to them making their final decisions on what they're gonna do, whether they're gonna stay or they're gonna go. I feel like most of these couples are going to stay together, which I'm hoping not. I feel like Shay and Fonzo are definitely going to say yes to each other. I feel like Otis and Charlie are. If anybody said no, I want to think that it's going to be Kenneth and Shorty, but you just never know, child. Never know. So we are going to see in the coming weeks. Okay. Oh, you don't like that? You don't like the LaCroix? LaCroix or however you say it, but the Good and Gather is good. Yeah, because I feel like you can kind of like say, well, I haven't really tried the LaCroix, but I know with this one you can kind of taste the flavors that they have in it. So yeah. Ooh, Good and Gather water do be good. I'm gonna try that sparkling water with some fruit. Yeah, try it. I had went to TikTok and I started seeing a lot of women doing it. And I said, I just really thought to myself, like, you know what, I'm gonna get some of that water and I'm gonna put some of my own fruit in it or whatever. And then I went to TikTok and I was like, I wonder if people do this. And they really do. They really do. Like, girl, TikTok is like a mini YouTube, but you can get to the stuff faster. Within a minute, they'll show you how to do some stuff. But anyway, girl, let's go ahead and let's scoot over. Let's scoot over. Let's see. Yes, we're about to get into Love and Marriage DC. So everybody that's coming into the chat, we have over 200 people in the chat. First of all, I thank you all so much for being here, for joining us this wonderful Sunday morning, going into the afternoon, honey. So go ahead and hit the like button if you have yet to do so. Also, please be sure to subscribe if you have yet to do that as well. And let's go ahead and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville with y'all favorite girl. Okay. Let's talk about Ashley and Monique. So Ashley and Monique link up and they discuss their marriages. All right. So Monique is just at this place where they don't have the 7-year itch. They have the 10-year itch. And when she starts speaking on the 7-year itch, a lot of people say at that 7-year mark, it gets like frustrating. It's very tough. I truly believe Monique was right when she said that. When she said, well, she was for real. When she said we didn't have the 7-year itch, we had the 10-year itch. Reason why I believe that is because of the incident that took place on the other show. Right. What took place on RHOP around that time could have been her 7-year mark. So they probably were dealing with that and trying to get past that versus, like having friction in their marriage, just trying to move to a better place from that space that they were in with that. So yeah, I think she was right. Meanwhile, you got Ashley that's frustrated with her husband because he taking on all these opportunities. girl. And I said, when I continued to watch, I said, oh, she really gonna be pissed off now when she check out this schedule he done did, getting all these shows for the CIAA weekend or whatnot. So what else happened? Yeah, Ashley just talked about her and Monique really have a lot of similarities because it seems like they do a lot of accommodating for their husbands and their careers and things they got going on, and taking care of the kids and all that, just always making the arrangements for everything. Like the guys heavily fall back on them. And for me, y'all help me understand. I feel like with Ashley, how do I want to, with Ashley, I'm not going to say it make more sense or I understand more, but with Ashley's situation, I guess you could say it's understood because her husband works, right? He works a lot and we got to see that. So it's like, okay, I see if a lot of weight is being put on her. Now, with the weight that Monique takes on from Chris, I'd be like, what you doing? Because I feel like she brought this up on RHOP. Like, I don't know what Chris's job is, but I would get frustrated if you're easily accessible, but you want me to pack your bag for you to travel, for you to go to wherever you got to go. I would be mad as fuck if you free too. You just as free as me. You could go put them to bed or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the excuses could slide with Silva, not a lot, but a little bit, because it's like he's always working. Whereas with Chris, I think Chris is set and likely set himself to not have to work as hard. But then that's fine. But if you're not going to work that hard outside of the house, then cook that motherfucking dinner, fam. You know what I'm saying? Get your, all right. So yeah, let's see. DJ Fun Size career pays for everything. Chris wants a traditional wife who takes care of home. And you know what's interesting about that with Chris wanting that? I'm sure a lot of men want that, right? And maybe that's how it was when they first started out dating and getting married and stuff. And maybe she was cool with that. But then as life goes on, people grow and they change. And some of the stuff that they was interested in, just like everybody else, some of the stuff you was interested in 10 years ago, you're not interested in that now. You know what I'm saying? Or some of the stuff you didn't get into or you were afraid to get into or whatever the case is, like you're more open because you're seeing just how short life is. It's like, okay, I want to go out and I want to do this, that, and the other. So I understand that he wants like a traditional wife that takes care of home, but I feel like, okay, she's been doing that. So if she wants to slide out the house and go do some other things, I feel like that should be okay. Leland says Monique loves to argue, period. This show has proven that to me. Okay. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Monique still acts like she's his assistant. That's how they met. And I forgot. Gray Matters. I completely forgot. I forgot that they said she was his assistant. Now, I don't know how true that was, but I did hear that during Real Housewives of Potomac. I think he was with someone else or engaged to someone else or something like that, which is why people have said his mom didn't like Monique or something like that, and she was his assistant. I forgot about that story. Very interesting. Missy Mexican boots. Well, here they are 10 years later, honey, still married. Chris is lazy with his parenting style. Chris wants what his parents have, and Monique wants to be independent. His parents still married? I did not know that. I remember his mom being on the show, but I didn't know that. Chris wanted traditional and Mo wanted status. So she agreed that at first. She agreed to that at first, but that was never her. She's been complaining the entire marriage, but that's who he was from jump. Oh, y'all is so messy in these comments. You know why I am not going to disagree with that? Like how you said it, she wanted status, so she agreed to that at first, but that was never her. When I think about her wanting to be a rapper, I think she always wanted to be like where she is now. You know what I'm saying? A public figure or whatnot. I think she always wanted that. I don't know. I don't know if she got with that man for his money or anything. I don't know about that. But I think this was the road she may have always wanted to go on. And she could have settled in that moment to be with him. Oh no, girl, y'all missed it all. It ain't me, it's the people in the comments. I'm on to DJ Silva's. It's what do you do, girl? Because I don't care what he say at this point. He's at a point in his career. He can choose his jobs. I feel he uses work as an excuse because he don't want to take care of them kids. Marceau, come here. Marceau. Marceau, are you there? Marceau, come to the front. Marceau. The people calling for you, Marceau. Are you there? I know they said Quicksilver, but it sounded like they was talking about you, so I was just trying to be sure. Okay. Well, let's keep going. Girl, that was a messy. That was a messy there, honey. That was true. Let me see. Girl, it was giving Marceau for me. I can't wait to talk about you, Marceau. Anyway, girl, Jamie, now you know she married him for money and status. You know what? I'm gonna be quiet. Girl, I don't know what that lady had did, but I like Girl Jamie. Why that made me think of Girl Melody? I'm gonna go change my other YouTube channel to Girl Jamie. I like that. Make me think about Malik calling Melanie Girl Melanie. Hilarious. Mo was doing too much. She goes on and on and on. That would work my nerves. Let's keep going, because I was kind of thinking the same. Like, Mo, you gotta let him talk. Like, you can't say, you can't put something out there and then not allow him to defend himself and speak to that. And he was getting a bit upset. I mean, those his feelings, if that's how he felt, cool. But it's like, you put it out there, so let this man say his thing. Like, girl, just give him a second, and then you can come back in and you can rebuttal. Like, just let him get his piece out. Because to be honest, how we look at it, because I know Mo said on her live how they are, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, but we don't see that. We see what's in front of the camera, and Chris don't even seem like a talker that much. I was surprised his ass even went out to go and sit down with Kevin. Okay, because we don't see that out of Chris. Chris said blatantly on that live, he wasn't finna get on social media, make no post, comment, interact with y'all, go on Twitter. He wasn't finna do none of that. So when Chris finally gets the chance to open his mouth, I'm like, well, girl, go ahead, let him say what he gotta say. Okay, I want to hear it. But anyway, so DJ Quicksilver. Y'all know his dad passed away. He's been working for this company since the 90s. His manager stepped up to play the role of his dad. Shout out to him for that. He took on more gigs. I think he got like 15 tasks or jobs in a 3-day span. I said, that is too much, especially when you done turned around and put yourself in a hospital. I'm not going to say, what are you working so hard for? But I would like to know what you're working so hard for. I would like to know, like, what are you, I don't know, like, you're a DJ, you got your radio show, like, are you trying to go into television or something? Are you trying, like, what are you trying to do? I mean, you're already on television, but are you trying to have your own television show? Like, what are you going, like, what is the going hard for? You know, because you already are in demand. So to me, with him being in demand as high as he is, he can adjust his schedules accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, take less gigs, honestly, if you can. I think you can. Take less gigs and charge more money. You in high demand. They're going to pay it. So you can make time for that family. You really can. So I was like, Ashley going to be pissed off when she hear that. But I don't think Ashley ended up being pissed off for real. I think she ended up kind of like understanding. I think she was disappointed. But she didn't want to cause no friction, no issues. So she just continued to go along. But I think she had a point when she was like, I don't think it's fair because these kids got events. So now I got to continue to show up to these events by my damn self. Like, I just don't, yeah, that's messed up. I wouldn't like that. Hell, because at this point, I'm feeling like I'm a damn single mama, a married single mama. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you finna show up to something, come over here. You ain't doing that but playing the same motherfucking songs, to be honest, sir. So you really can like switch it, change it, rearrange it, and make it to this little recital that this little girl got, or this game that this boy got. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's get to Monique. And y'all know she's a host now for a new radio show. So they up there talking, let her know she got a chance to guest spot on this radio show. And so the guy lets her know, hey, we're looking at people. We primarily are looking to fill the shoes of one spot that we have or whatever. We're looking at you. Okay. And then he goes on to say, I just don't know if you're going to bring in drama from your past reality show He says, I don't know if you're going to bring in drama from your past reality show because we don't want this to be like reality radio. Something he said, right? So when he said it, this is for me, okay? Oh, then Mo goes on to talk about how she still has trauma from the incident, but says if it comes her way, she gonna handle it accordingly, right? What I believe is that Mo and Miss Girl, both, okay? Anybody involved in that incident, I'm sure they still are, dealing with some things traumatically or whatnot from what happened, okay? And I don't think it was just the incident that took place itself. I think it was all of the comments and everything, you know what I'm saying, that was coming. Everybody having so much of an opinion, people not getting the full story, whatever it was. I think all of that likely it gave some type of a bad aftertaste is what I'll say. But at the same time, I did not like that the man brought that up. If you feel like whatever she's done on a past show is going to affect her or you're wondering, then why consider hiring her? I don't know. That right there just kind of made me give him a side eye. I'm like, now, why would you even bring that up? Okay. But you want to bring her you want her to work for your radio station because of her status as being a housewife, right? Because it's going to bring in views for you and listeners for you. But then you turn around and you bring up the incident that took place a while back. However, although I felt like, because I'm thinking about if it was me, if I did what that, or I did whatever, like, girl, girl, I'm trying to get a job. What we talking about? Like, is you finna hire me or not? Okay. Have you seen any drama since then? But at the same time, I understand that this is a part of your life, okay? And this isn't an incident that happened over 5 years ago, okay? It's happened within the 5-year span. So, about 3 years ago? So it's still, to some people, very new. And unfortunately, this is a stain that is on you because you were the person that got, in my opinion, ridiculed the most for your actions based on how people saw it played out. Yeah, you may have had a lot of support, but sometimes the negative things people have to say hits harder than what anybody has to say positively. So, that's going to be a stain, and people are going to continue to ask her about that probably until this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, DC, is over. Or they probably going to continue to ask her. You know what I'm saying? Once you have like a big moment on a television show, it seems like it doesn't matter when you do an interview or you talk about it. They always go back to that moment in your life and ask you questions. Like Ray J is still over here arguing and talking about an SEX tape with Kim. Kim is still over here talking about a tape. Okay, I can imagine how long Mike Tyson got asked about biting on that man. You girl, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to deal. Initially, like I said, I kind of felt like I saw it both ways. One, it's like, why would you ask that if you're gonna hire her anyway? Like, why would that even be a question? But at the same time, this is something that's a part of your life. It's something that happened, and it is a stain until it's no longer a stain. And they probably gonna continue to ask you about that until God knows when. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to deal. What else? They tell her that they are going to continue to interview other people. Honestly, when I saw that, I said, y'all not finna interview nobody else. Y'all finna get this lady this job. I mean, granted, we already knew that because we saw her promoting it. But outside of that, it's like, girl, we already knew. Like, why y'all playing with this lady? And jobs love doing stuff like that, knowing who they really for the peak, girl. They just be trying to keep you on your P's and your Q's, girl. So thank you so much, Nerlene, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Nerlene says, I don't feel bad for Monique at all. She brought the stain to herself. She couldn't control herself, so that stigma should follow her. Okay. I think it is. I do. I think that it is going to continue to follow her, for a minute. It is, definitely is. Thank you so much for the super chat, Nerlene. I appreciate it. That's right. Thank you so much for that, Kia. He says the 300 plus people in the chat watching. So please go ahead and hit the like video. We appreciate you all. That's why Tina Turner stopped doing interviews, because they only asked her about Ike and not her and her music. Right. And that's why Monique went live last night. That's not the reason why she went live, but when she went live last night, and I put it up on my channel, she actually told people, like, I wish I would stop asking you about that. She was like, girl, go back to season 5, whatever season, and go watch that. If you got all your questions, go over there, but stop coming over here to me asking me about this stuff. Okay. So she's tired of answering these questions. Unfortunately, it's going to be here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, y'all, let's keep going. All right. So Monique says that at this point, now that she knows she's gonna get this opportunity, it's about to change for her. She's gonna have to get up and be at the station at 5. It sounds like, because I think Monique says she gets up at 4, so she probably is maybe an hour, 30 minutes out, whatever, 30 minutes to an hour out. But anyway, that's early as hell. But she's gonna do it and she wants Chris to be supportive. And I'm like, I hope he is gonna be supportive, girl. We gonna see how this go, especially with all the stuff that you was over there having to do. And I ain't gonna lie, Chris, you slick pissed me off a little bit. Yeah, you did, Chris, a little bit. You just was sitting on the couch being a little lazy before the dinner. And I was just like, get up. Go do something. Why are you sitting right here? You know, like go what? And then somebody, he got his suit. And she said, oh, okay. So clearly she don't think he could dress. And he told me somewhere, if you don't like it, then you gonna pick it out. And I'm sure she was thinking, gladly. I'll gladly pick it out. Anyway, so let's get to Chris and Kevin. Girl, Chris. I'm not Chris, but Kevin. This ain't looking good for you, baby. You looking like a liar. You want my liar, Kevin. So Kevin has been served divorce papers right before he went in there to sit down with Chris from Winter. Kevin was married to Winter. Kevin is about 60 years old. He and Winter were together for maybe 9 months or something like that before they got married. He's very close to her kids and stuff. And that's who I think he misses the most. I guess they had like a really good blended family because his kids ask about her, vice versa, whatever. Okay. He got really emotional, knowing that they got this divorce. He talked about all this love he got from this girl. And he told me, if you don't have me, could you at least see my child and all this other stuff, girl? But this is why I miss Winter. This why Miss Winter ended up, piecing out on that man. And I ain't sorry. Winter girl, I do think that you probably with that man for a coin. I'm not even finna lie to you, Miss Winter. I'm just not finna, girl, I do. I think that, please debunk me, because I think that you was with that man for a coin. Okay, so he ended up having, I guess he had a business or whatever. He had some partners or whatnot. But what ended up happening was that they accused him of stealing money and taking his kids to like what he said, a skating rink or something like that, taking them ice skating or something like that. I'm like, what kind of shit? I don't know. That's very awkward. That's very weird. Okay, now he says that it wasn't true. So basically, he lost his job, and Winter was only there for the money. So when he lost his job, she decided to skirt out on the plug line. I'm finna go ahead and head out because I don't know what's going on, and you're not finna Erica Jane me. Okay, y'all already saw what Erica Jane was going through over there on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And if you think you finna get me, not Winter. Okay. All right, not this winter. What they say, Game of Thrones, is winter coming? Of course not. Of course not. Come on, Karen Huger, girl. Winter is not coming. I won't be there. All right, so I'm finna go ahead and leave because you're not finna get me tied up. Not the coins that I do got. Oh, hell no. Nah. So he had filed for bankruptcy, and I guess he was directed by his advisors or whoever, the attorney, to file for bankruptcy. I guess so the company wouldn't try and tap into his funds. So basically the man ain't got no money, bro. He ain't got no money. And I just kind of feel like, so you ain't got no money nowhere. You ain't like, what I'm saying? Put no money on no mattress and something like that. You know what I'm saying? Buried it in the backyard of your parents' house. You know what I'm saying? Put it up under a tile in your parents' basement. You ain't got no coin. All right, then. So when she realized he ain't had no coin, he ain't had her either, so she started out. All right. So that's what's going on with him. He talked about how his kids felt like he was love bombing Miss Winter. Meanwhile, Chris was like, and see, that's my problem, because I don't do none of that. Chris was like, I don't do none of that. But I tell you one thing, my money is a very long too. Okay, I ain't doing no love bombing, but guess what? My money is very long. And you're doing all that love bombing over there for that lady ain't got a dime. You see what I'm saying? But I mean, you got to get your affairs in order. Anyway, so yeah, he spoke on the kids and how he missed the kids and stuff like that. I think her baby girl was the one that he missed the most because she really, really liked him. Thank you so much, Shea Butter Baby, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. So Monique and Chris. She tells him about the radio show and how he's going to have to pitch in. And he says, of course, he got her back. And he said, I'll be up early in the morning to cook the kids, food anyway. Right. He said, I'll be up in the morning to cook the kids food anyway, so I'll be up or whatever. But Monique was finna go into another conversation. She was finna go into some, yeah, not really. Yeah, don't hype yourself. Yeah, barely. You get up. Right? But y'all saw how he had to pivot real quick. Like, girl, we can't, let's go over here because I already know how it's going. Let's go this way because I see where you're going. So he just decided to get off their problems and to get over there onto Kevin and Winter's problems. Talk about how he just don't know because it seemed like the man really loves Winter. And Monique said, well, I don't give what are you talking about? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Winter finna sit up here and lie. I believe Winter. Well, that's just what it is, okay? Because I don't trust him, and it seemed like he's scamming it's the same way that he didn't sat up there and scam Winter anyway. And I was like, that's a possibility. That's a possibility. I don't know. I guess let's keep going, child. Let's keep going. Winter is a gold digger, but missed the mark. She is an Erica Jane, not a Diana Jenkins. Ooh, she fumbled the bag twice with her dumb haircut and silly superior attitude. I can't stand her already. Okay. She should have known if he over 60 and lives in their mama basement. Yeah, she should have known. That's why when what's her name? Ashley mentioned that stuff towards the end. I ain't feel no ways. I felt no ways. I didn't think Ashley was wrong for what she said. I really didn't. Let's see what else. So Ashley and Quick, they have the conversation. Ashley seemed like she was pissed, but she really wasn't. They smoothed it over real quick. All is well. He gonna get to do all the events that he wants to do. So I guess she gonna have to pick up the pieces again if he happens to become exhausted and land in the hospital yet again. And that right there, honestly, would frustrate the hell out of me. If you could just scale back. I don't think she asking for a whole lot. Just maybe like a little bit. Like, okay, cool. I got these 15 events. Yeah, I'm gonna already be down there. Maybe I could just do 10 of them, and maybe I don't go down on Friday. I go down on Saturday and Sunday, or maybe I go down Friday, Saturday. I'll be back on Sunday. I can't do no events on Sunday. That's family day. Or something like that, because I just feel like that's a lot because she already having to deal with the kids, balance the schedule that she has. And then if he were to get into the hospital, that's going to affect her. You know what I'm saying? Because now she got not only these kids, she got to take care of, she's going to have to take care of you and make sure you straight. And I don't know. I mean, maybe he feel like that's what she's supposed to do. I mean, yeah, sickness and in health, child, she's supposed to look out, but you got to look out for her too. I mean, we meet a new couple. We didn't hear from the new couple, but we met the new couple, okay? Tasha and Neil Lyons, all right? So they arrived at Monique's house because y'all know Monique ended up doing this vegan dinner, okay? She had her chef come through and make a lot of meatless dinners, okay? So Monique told him about how they about to go on this Africa trip, right? She wants to go to Africa. She's taking her kids, taking her family. She's excited about all of this, right? So then Jamie is like, well, okay, let me ask you this. You know, we still in the space of COVID. Like, y'all not, like, you're not worried about that? Monique was like, well, I don't live my life in fear. So I think the question was asked, like, so y'all haven't gotten COVID, but Chris got it. Even though Chris got COVID, and even though Mo, it sounded like Mo had got it too, she's still not out here living in fear. She said, I'm still gonna go out here and do whatever I do. If I get it, I get it. If I get it, I get it. But y'all know Mo be on her essential oils. She be on her, she don't eat meat. She don't eat fish. You know what I'm saying? She really be on her vegan life. So I think a lot of those people that's on that type of wave, they don't really feel, I saw a lot of people like that on social media. They feel no threats at all by Miss C19 because they feel like they know how to better nurse themselves, you know, back to health without all of these different type of medications and stuff. And, you know, she into her essential oils very heavily, very knowledgeable. I'll give her that. She definitely very knowledgeable about the different oils and stuff and what they could be used for. So this girl was like, I got my oils, honey, and I'm good. I'm straight. I know what I need to do. So we good over here. But anyway, so what else happened? So Chris, okay, Mo said when she caught the virus, right, she felt like Chris wasn't there. He wasn't like supportive or anything like that. Like he ain't feed her. Okay. What Mama D said, he left me for dead. That's how she was feeling. He left me for dead. Okay. And Chris did not like that. Okay. He like, girl, now I'm going to speak on this. Okay. Because you love telling this story and you like to tell this story motherfucking wrong. Now, Chris, I understand that because how the story was told when the incident happened, girl, it wasn't right. But anyway, let's keep going. So Chris was like, you like to tell these stories and you be telling these stories very, very wrong, honey. So let me speak my piece. So Mo inserts herself, okay, and she's about to talk. And he's like, but can I talk? Because I'm about to get pissed off now. Like I'm about to get mad. Like, let me talk. Let me have something to say. Like, let me get it out. And she's like, you can get it out, but what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, or whatever like that. And he was like, but can I talk? She's like, I mean, you can talk. You can talk. Go ahead, do your thing. He was like, all right, then we'll hush. Okay. Now, a lot of people felt like the hush was a big deal. Even when Jamie told his wife to hush, she felt like it was a big deal. And I'm just like, I don't think that's a big deal for a person to tell their partner to hush. I feel like if you be like, shut up, I feel like shut up hits different than hush. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I just feel like those arguments or whatever they were saying, like it wasn't that deep. Maybe if it was an argument or something and it was like hush, then maybe. But I just didn't see anything wrong with Chris saying, okay, then hush. Let me talk. Let me get my piece out. Because I'm like, hell, we see Chris on the shows, but we don't really hear Chris say nothing. So I want to hear Chris say something. So Chris, what is you going to say? Okay, what are you going to say? What else happened? I don't know. I wonder though. I got to go back and watch I'm not going to go back and watch that reunion. But I feel like Chris was trying to talk at one of them reunions that she told him to hush. I can't remember. I don't know. Chris probably feel like, yeah, I talk a lot. That's probably why she tell him to hush, right? So I feel like Chris don't get a chance to get a word in sometimes. And I also feel like when he do get a word in, he talk too damn long, which is why she probably be telling him to hush. So they both battling each other for the same thing that they do. Okay, that's a funny. Let's keep going. What else ended up happening? Chris says that he doesn't want people to think that he wasn't there for her during her time when she was her sickest, she was at her weakest. And she actually wasn't really, I guess she didn't tell the story fully correctly, but she cleared it up by saying, what I'm saying is that because he didn't deny it. She said, initially, you were not there. I kind of believe that because of how she continues to show up and do everything, he probably felt like when it came to that, she got it. Right. So she had to actively tell him like, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that for him to start doing what he need to do. I don't know. It's just like the dynamics of their relationship makes me think that probably did happen. I agree with you, Jamie. How else can he ask her to let him talk? Be quiet for a minute. Zion. I felt Chris at that moment, like, let me talk, okay? Somebody say he be talking slow. Good night. Nah, he be talking slow. And did that last Real Housewives of Potomac one, she never lets that man talk, and it's annoying. I know she likes to talk, but at the same time, let that man speak. And that's what I think they both do that too. Right. I think, like I said, she talk a lot. So he's trying to get in. And when he finally gets in, he talks too much. So, but it's like he doing what you do. It's a lot. If you've been in a long-term relationship, that's the more graceful word to use. Hush. Hard conversations are necessary, though. Right. I feel like if you say shut up, like, you know what I'm saying? And then depending on like Martell. Martell, shut up. Y'all don't remember the times Martell has told Melody to shut up? Shut up. I'm like, baby. See, now if he would have said hush, maybe I would have received it a little differently, Martell. Okay. But you be over there on some shut up. Like, oh, wait a minute. It hits different when you use two of those words versus one. What the fuck? Anyway, what else? So, Monique brings up the anniversary dinner, which I thought was unnecessary. She brings it up to Irena and Jamie and says, at the anniversary dinner, guys, I just really felt like, I went to go and smash and didn't get some or something like that. And I'm like, ma'am, this was these people's party. They didn't really care to talk about that. And they actually told you that ahead of time. So what advice were you expecting? Now, maybe this setting that you all are in, now that you have them at your home, maybe it's better for you to ask those questions. But they were trying to celebrate. Hell, Jamie wasn't thinking about the relationship that he and his wife had that made it last so long. He over there thinking about whether his son finna show up or not. I got just scoot your chair back from the table just a little bit. Just scoot back. All right. So people want to know about their highs, about their lows. And didn't I tell y'all? I said something went down. I said, something went down. I said, you must have did something to your wife because your son also lacks respect for you. So I also wonder what that was about and what that was given. Okay, Irena gonna say some SHI like Miss Tisha. I said, Tisha, is that you? Tisha, are you here? Okay, are you at the door? Are you coming through? Because Irena sounds like you. All right, so Irena says that she thought it was infidelity. She said, at least that's what I believe that it was, or something like that. Or no, she said, from what I thought that it was infidelity. Basically, how she said it was kind of saying, I thought it was that, but it really wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, it was just me in my head. I was just in my head, girl, like, it wasn't even that like that. But the fact that your man sat up there and confirmed, but y'all also was tiptoeing, moonwalking, electric slide, and whatever other break dances that y'all could come up with to not really dive deeper into it, for real, because he did select, because she says, I never caught him. Like, I mean, people would say things. I said, come on, Tisha. People would say things, you know what I'm saying? I may have heard some things or whatever like that. But one thing I did, I may have seen a number in a phone, a woman calling him or something like that, but I never like actually caught him. I said, Tisha, and what else happened, girl? Tell us. We want to know what else happened. But your man sat up there and said, I was a party guy. You know what I'm saying? I was in the party world. I did the things that the people do in the parties. I said, bet, cheated. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. You over here throwing parties, being a DJ, doing all this other stuff. Your wife at home with the kids, whatever the case may be. You out here getting away with stuff, doing whatever. Yes, sir. And then the audacity of you to try and throw Quick in it. Not you trying to tell something, I'm sure Quick, what he said, I'm sure Quick may have experienced. If I was Quick, I would have said, Heisman, sir. Heisman. Okay? I ain't got nothing to do with that. You on that side of the table. Don't bring it over here, baby. Don't bring it over here, okay? I'm already in hot water because I got too many opportunities on the table right now as far as work. So I don't need my wife thinking nothing when I go do these 15 events. But whatever you got going on, you keep it down. They don't put that on me. And that's how I wanted Quick to say. Because I said, not you trying to throw this man in the conversation to get the heat off you. We talk about y'all. Y'all the ones that had an anniversary. We talking about what y'all got going on. So what's happening with it? Tell the people. Okay, I can't. I said, now I'm trying to throw this lady husband up under the bus. And then he go Winter. Well, guys, I think Monique or somebody brought up the husband, Kevin or whatever. Talking about Chris went and sat out with Kevin or whatever. And so Winter says, I think Monique was like, Chris said that, Kevin really loves you. And she was like, well, I didn't get married for love. Did she correct me? Because I didn't put that in my notes. But I could have sworn she said she didn't get married for love wasn't enough to hold her marriage or something like that. She said, and I'm like, so you did it for the money? Girl, come on, I Like It Like That. Y'all don't know nothing about that movie. I Like It Like That. So you did it for the money? Oh no, girl, she did it for the money. I took that job. What else was I supposed to do? Good night. Yes, that's what it was given. You did it for the money. So Winter talked about how she how everything was, how his business started to flop. He said that he was going to fix some things. Days and weeks went by. Things were never fixed. So she decided she was going to fix it by getting the hell out of Dodge. Okay. And so she also says that she was leaving the marriage because of his dishonesty. Right. That was the reason. She said he was being dishonest. He was untrustworthy. That's why I decided to leave the marriage. And they like, well, girl, what was some of the other things that he did? She was like, well, I didn't like the fact that he told me that he was living in a basement. Living in a basement all the way up there on the north side is like this. But when I found out you're living in a basement in your at your mom and them house, like that's where we have a problem. So when Ashley tells her that she didn't ask him, Ashley said, well, you didn't ask him. Okay, well, you didn't ask him, girl. She says, I would have at least wanted to see someone's house before I decided to marry him. And I said, well, you got a point. I mean, girl. All right. She saw them coins. I guess she didn't see that house. All right. She's going to have to give us more context clues because I definitely was on Ashley's side with that. I didn't know Winter was a relationship. Oh, that was the other thing. Not you talking about something. I'm a relationship expert. I'm a relationship expert. I mean, me and my family did our part. We asked a lot of questions. Meanwhile, Ashley like, girl, you ain't that much of a damn relationship expert that you couldn't find out about what this man was saying. Like, that's not That's like one of the first questions women ask when they get to know somebody. Where you live? Where you stay at? Okay, because we're trying to see if you stay with another woman. And I guess he did. His mama. Girl, cut it out. You was not no relationship. You're not going to play yesterday. Okay. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Jamie, that's my movie. Folks don't know about it. That is my favorite. Like, from the front to the motherfucking back. That is my favorite movie of all time. Boosting during a blackout. Yes, yes. Okay. She had to do what she had to do for the family. I love more now. That is my that's my movie there. I love that. Ooh, I'm just picturing when they was out there playing cards and then the lights went out and it said blackout. It's everything. Thank you so much, Phil, for the super chat. Not you just didn't know who you married, lady, especially not knowing where they live, right? Didn't even notice the man. She damn sure isn't a detective because how do you not know he's sleeping in their basement, right? Right. I wish a fool would show up at my door with, ooh, in a duffel bag. Ooh, girl, that's nasty. That's nasty. That's nasty. But that was pretty much everything that happens over there on Love and Marriage DSC. And we're about to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville in just a second. Not the expert married to the scammer living in his house, in his what? Oh, in his small basement, right? I cannot. Ashley was right on every point she made, but I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would have just laughed. Ooh. So that, okay, I can see why some people may feel a way about that because I don't think they know each other. And Ashley just butted out and just said whatever she was going to say. Like, girl, well, I wasn't mad at it, though. Somebody had to say it because clearly her best friend of multiple years, Miss Monique, wasn't going to say it. So somebody had to call her out. Monique was like, I'm not getting into that. Okay. But let's go ahead and move on. All right. We have over 400 or some people over here in the chat. Can we get the likes up, please, as we go ahead and get into Love and Marriage? I said, why was I going to say Ready to Love, y'all? Why was that on my brain, girl? Good night and goodbye. Ooh, girl, no, ma'am. Okay. Go ahead and like the video for me. Like the video. If you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and do so as we are about to go ahead and talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Oh my God, let's get into it. So y'all know Tisha and Marceau, they in the car. She didn't call Marceau. She's like, hey, babe. He's like, what's up? She's like, can you come outside? I'm outside. And he was like, all right, I'm about to come out there. So he come outside. She's like, can you get in the car? He said, oh, this is a long conversation. She's like, oh, yeah, it's a long conversation. So he get in the car. Boy, Tisha was ready to cry, you guys. I can't wait to hear you all's thoughts about this particular scene with Tisha and Marceau. All right. So she inquired about the picture. She's like, my mom came to me, told me about, this picture or whatever, or this trip that you took out there in Atlanta. And what she said, you took this trip out in Atlanta and you said that I knew about it or whatever. And I think he asked her, like, why your mama bringing it up? And she was like, oh, well, because my mama don't trust you. And he was like, oh, she ain't got to trust me because I'm not hers. I'm yours. Girl, Marceau is I'm sorry, as comical as Marceau is, Marceau, baby, you fake as hell. I'm like, you are president of the Gaslighting Club. Okay. That's what you are for me. And you really should have got that award when you sat up there and manipulated, what's that man's name? You and your brother. Oh, I'm heated right now. I may need to give me a second because this ain't my life. This is y'all's, okay? When you sat up there and manipulated Lewis, okay? So you are definitely president of the Gaslighting Club for me, all right? So he tells her he went on a trip with a friend. When they finally open it up, finally talk about it, what was weird, he said something like he had posted a pic. And I was confused because the only pic that I remember being posted was the one that they posted about Martell and them, which I thought happened in like maybe late December, could have happened in early January. So then he's like, oh yeah, I posted a picture. And then people decided to create a story from that picture. So yeah, I went to Atlanta, I'm saying, on January 4th or whatnot. And Tisha over there looking confused because the whole time Tisha over there big talking. Well, everyone, I'm not listening to that mama. I'm not listening to that mama because I know wherever he goes, I can pull it up on my phone wherever Marceau go. I know. I don't have to deal with that mama. I don't have to. But you didn't know. You didn't know. That's the thing for me. But you didn't know. You did all that talking. I know. I don't want to have a conversation about this. You guys want to rip us apart. And I know wherever he goes. But you did not know where he went on January 4th, Miss Girl. This man took a whole, and let me tell you, girl, I know from Montgomery, Alabama, it's a good 2 hour drive. A good 2 hour drive, okay? From to Atlanta. Okay. Y'all know I'm from Montgomery, so I didn't know about that ride. At Huntsville, girl, how long is that? How long is that? Girl, this man took that strong of a ride, half your work shift, and you ain't know nothing about it. Ooh. Girl, you need to get on your numb, your whole ring gay, yo, because it's a lot. Let's keep going. So Marcel says that he made a post in January, says that people try to create something from what he posted in January or whatever the case was. Okay. I'm confused. Like, how did they try to create something? What photo are you talking about? Because if you're talking about your brother and them post, the post that you put up on your page about your brother, like why would they want to create something out of that? Only thing we created, if that is what he's talking about, I'm not sure which photo, but if that's what you're talking about, baby, only thing you created was the fact that your brother was a lie. That you just created confirmation for us. So what photo are you talking about? What photo? And I'm like, Tisha did ask about the photo, right? I'm confused. And he's talking, he absolutely sure that ain't him in the photo. Boy, bro, that neck, your neck, what? Oh, my neck, my back. Okay, yes, them ears, but we didn't see the crack. Do you hear what I'm saying, sir? So for me, it was you. It was you for sure. Let's keep going, okay? But I said, I wanted to tell Tisha, put him out the car. When this mother said, I went to, let me do it how he do. Because y'all know Marcel got real, his voice got real low. It got real low. When he was talking to Tisha, he was like, babe, I went to Atlanta on January 4th. And I went with a friend. Well, I didn't go with this friend. I met this friend in Atlanta. And we had went out to eat. And she's like, well, who is the we? Chris Fletcher. I said, baby, not you done went out of town with a known cheater. Tisha, put this man out of car and close the door. Okay, we know you're not going to go nowhere, girl. We know you're going to stay, and that's fine. That's your marriage. You're entitled to hold on as long as you want. Okay, just hang it on. That's you. Do what you want. Okay, that's your ring. But, girl, I would have said, get out the car. Get out the car right now. Get out the car, Marcel. You better stop my car. Okay, he would have had to get out on that day. And he would have had to go right back on up in there in black, girl. And you would have been at home waiting on him. We know because that's just how you is, and that's what you do. But not you don't went all the way to Atlanta with a known cheater. Well, either way. Good luck. Let's go ahead and move on. What else do we have here? What else do we have? Okay. So Tisha says, no. Marcel proceeds to gaslight his wife like he always does, the same way that he did Louis. He says he knows it's not him in the photo or whatnot. Tisha says that they're always, my thing is we're always being questioned. And I don't know why they want to tear a Black family apart. I don't know, why can't we just be? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do they want to? I'm like, Tisha, girl, I don't think people want to break up your marriage, okay? But I think people want you to not be naive and understand that it's very possible that what happens to other women, we're not even going to say male, but what has happened to other women in their marriages could possibly happen to you. You're entitled to do with that information as you wish. According to Mama Braxton, girl, let that man cheat in peace, especially if you ain't going, do that when you find out about it, okay? But yeah, I don't think people want to break up your marriage. I think it's when you diddy bopped in earlier seasons as though your marriage was amazing and he could never. No, my husband doesn't cheat. No, he doesn't. No, let me do it. No, he doesn't. When you were doing that, you were coming off as though it's just impossible. Like he could never. Impossible. Like, no, ma'am. Okay, it's very possible. Right. And your mama has been around the block, according to her own words, and did a few tricks and whatever else Miss Wanda done confessed to. Miss Wanda has said so out her mouth. So I feel like Miss Wanda has lived enough life to know when a MF is trying to play on you. And you see how she be going up when it be just friends. So I don't think your mama finna come. And that would be kind of confusing. I don't know. Like, it's okay for your mama to call out your friends, whether they did something or said something or whatever, whether it was true or not. But when she approaches your husband, it's not okay. Miss Wanda ain't coming up on him for nothing. But anyway, only reason why she moonwalking to the back now about her stories about believing he cheated is because she's trying to get that coin for this truck she need. Okay, well, it look like she's gonna have to get in there and wash them dishes. Anyway, so this is what got me, girl. It was given. I don't know if y'all saw Marry Me Now, when the Asian lady got turned down by the black man when she was trying to get proposed, when she proposed to him and they were supposed to go to the wedding, and he said, baby, can we do this another day or whatever, and got the whole family there embarrassing this lady. He gonna grab her hand and kiss it, all this wah, 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 wah on her hand, and that's what he did. I'm like, nah, I ain't never seen you show no kind of affection for real to this woman. And then in this moment, I guess you're supposed to show up and be her husband in that moment when you see that she's sad, obviously. But he gonna grab this woman's hand and start kissing on it and then wiping her tears and all this other stuff. And what else? Marceau says that he doesn't give explanations because an accusation in today's time is a receipt. And I said, no, baby, that's not true. See, there you go with these manipulating tactics. Okay. An explanation. What he said, accusation is a receipt. Your lack of a response, your lack of denial is a receipt. Okay, that's what that is. Just like people be standing up here feeling like the interview Ralph did, Drew's husband, people have been saying they feel like he's gay because the question was asked after the assistant said that he was gay. The question was asked, like, are you gay? He didn't directly answer the question. People feel like, oh, he didn't answer the question, so I mean, it must be true. So that's what it is. It's your lack of answering the question with truth. You like to send her on these roller coaster rides, okay, and still don't give her an answer. And then this is the other thing that you do, like when she feels a way about something, you go out of your way to somewhat insult her and make her feel like how she's feeling is inaccurate. What she's thinking is inaccurate. You go out your way to invalidate her thoughts. And I can't stand that. And the fact that you use those tactics on her makes people believe that you have everything in you to go out and step out on your wife. You have everything in you to step out on your wife. But those are just my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? What else? So Tisha says people want to see her suffer and she hasn't done anything to these people and she doesn't understand why. Okay, so I've already answered those thoughts on that. Okay, I just feel like people don't want to see you being gullible and naive as you have shown yourself to be, and understand, as you probably were braggadocious at one point about your marriage, that anything is possible. Okay. And then you want to talk about the people, but Martell was the one that started it. And Martell definitely has not stopped, according to the nightcap. But we'll get into that in a second, okay? So, hey, what else? So then Marceau, he gonna sit up here and act like he crying, girl. I said, not you trying to, girl, this is manipulation 101. How many of the dudes that y'all done got into it with done sat up there and cried the first time y'all got into an argument and then turned around a week or so later doing the same bullshit? Girl, I can't. Not him up there crying. F these people, man. F them. And then he over there crying. She over there having to wipe his tears. Girl, I could not stand it. And then she said, what did she say? I don't remember what she said. First he said, F the people. Right? And he cried. Then he turned around and say, put your best against us. Put your best. Was it best or bets? Which one was it? Best or best. Either way, it's not connecting for me. 1 minute you talking about F the people, now you want the people to put their bets against you. Whew. Anyway, girl, Thomason, we gonna make y'all look like a fool every time. No, sorry. At this moment, you all are the ones looking like a fool every time. It's not us. We're enjoying the madness. Thanks, Carlos. But yeah. And for me, after watching him sit down in his car and the way he talked to Tisha and stuff, and I just don't believe Marceau, any moment that I have ever felt like, well, we don't have any proof, so I can't say that, you know, you cheating out here. Girl, here's the thing for me. Whatever Martell said you did that shit. Okay? Whatever Martell said you did that shit. Yeah, that's about right. And let's keep going. Let's keep going. Marcel and Tisha never show affection towards each other. Right. Marcel stayed mind effing Tisha. Then when he put the tears on to soften her. Right. Right. I'm so over this storyline. If Tisha likes it, then I love it. She's grown and can do what she wants. Fact. And that's her marriage too. So if she wants to stay and hang on, hey, that's your marriage. At this point, Jamie, leave Tisha at the carnival. Okay, that man actually made Tisha feel like she needed to apologize to him, made my blood boil, because she did say that. She was like, I'm sorry if I came up here and made you feel away or whatever. He was like, nah, it's cool, I don't feel away, but I don't need nothing but one thing. Well, what do you need? All I need is you. I was like, well, you got me. I said, what in the Tyler Perry? That was acting. Who cued the lines? Who cued the lines for these people in that moment? All I need is you now. You are not Miguel. Okay? Whew. Well, you got me. I'm sorry. Girl, we know he got you. Girl, you have been on a hook for a minute, girl. We know. So, it's your husband, girl. Fight for your thing. You can do what you want to do, girl, but let Letitia tell it. He did answer the questions. I often want to say, baby girl. No, he did not. No, he did not. Okay. And then it's the other thing for me where you sat up there and you did all that talking about how this man, where this man goes. I know where he be at. I can pull his information up at any time. But you didn't know about that. You didn't know about that. Now I'm believing Melody more when she sat up there giving you none but Mariah. Okay? I don't lie. I don't lie. I don't lie. That's what it's giving, girl. Now ain't nobody wishing it on you. Ain't nobody wishing it on you. Go the distance. Go the distance, girl. We want you to go the distance. However, don't be gullible in the distance, okay? Miss Wanda low-key want her daughter's man just to see what that, like, now Miss Wanda want to, I cannot. Let me see, where did that comment go? Nobody can break up Marcel and Tisha but them. 1000% true. People are telling what they see or heard. She is choosing to stay, and that's on her, just like Mel did. Agreed. I agree. He doesn't give explanations because Tisha don't really ask for one. Tisha doesn't have the ability to have follow-up questions. Well, good luck, dear heart. Good luck. Let's continue let's keep going, okay? Because Maurice and Kimmy ended up inviting Martell over, right? So Martell comes over. First of all, Kimmy tells Maurice how she feels like he gives Martell too much grace. She also, you could tell, doesn't really want to have this conversation with Martell, okay? And what I did not like was that, in my opinion, Kimmy was mentioning everything to Martell than what it really was about for me, okay? So she tells Martell that he has a lot of drama-filled moments. Not saying she lying. She went back, they played back the moments, right, between him and Melody. But Martell says, but I want to know what it is that I did to you, okay? What did I do exactly to you, directly to you, though? And that's when she finally was honest and opened up about the photo shoot. Oh, not the photo shoot, but the photo that was taken by Marcel, or by Miss Ariane, honey. But Marcel posted it. Right. And she didn't like that Martell got in the comments and commented under it, adding more fuel to the fire. And I felt the way about that, because I'm like, how the fuck is you mad at Martell? Granted, we know that, Mello, of course, because of production, Melody probably don't want to feel with Martell or whatever. But how you feeling the way about Martell for commenting under an image that your brother-in-law posted about his brother? That's where your energy should have been. So why you ain't mad at him? I didn't really see that. You seen you be upset when y'all went to go link up as a family, but you want to put all that on Martell. I mean, I guess, girl. I guess. I just felt like, bye, Kimmy. Bye. But who you need to be more mad at than anybody is your husband, because he is a liar. That's who you need to be upset with. And when y'all living together, when he went down there, okay, I guess it's not much of a deal breaker no more. Anyway, so I said I'm bothered that you don't want to talk and address the stuff going on with you and your husband, as far as Okay, that photo, but more stuff as we're going to get into the episode. But you can go around, you can go and have a conversation with Tisha about what was said at Mel's party. You can go back to this person and say this or say that. You can talk about other people's stuff, but we have not heard you really talk about what's been happening in your household, especially since this photo dropped, and how it may have made you feel when your husband, when you found out that he was lying or whatever the case may be. And here's the thing for me, Maurice, you full of shit too, because that's the only reason why you taking Kimmy on these trips. Kimmy been asking you for trips for a long time. Shit, y'all got married, what, in season 1? You just not taking her on a honeymoon trip. Now you want to take her on a birthday trip. It's giving to me that the only reason why you did all of this was so that she don't have to bring up that photo no more. Some ain't adding up for me. I don't know. But as much as I love Kimmy, she definitely was giving me full of SHI. But Martell, you were whack as hell, because the conversation was really about you and her, or you and your non-attendance for Jalen's housewarming. So why would you even bring up Melody and then ask about what her last name is going to be? It's none of your fucking business. If it's still going to be your last name, it's still going to be your last name. If it's going to be Rogers or Cherie or whatever the hell she wanted to be, that's what it's going to be. If it's going to be Girl Melody, that's what it's going to be. It's really not none of your fucking business, because it ain't nothing you could do about it. So why are you even bringing that up? I said you just couldn't have a simple meeting when I was likely on your side, and you just decided to take a shot at your ex-wife for no damn reason. Like that, I don't understand. That was stupid as hell. Maurice getting Kimmy what she wants. Exactly. I suspect that Kimmy was unknowingly a side chick. Unknowingly. Possible. I don't know. Kimmy needs to shut the F up. How come Martell is so horrible now all of a sudden when it's her marriage being questioned? And that's my thing, CASHAPP. Like, that's not adding up. Any other time is, oh, you're a nice person, you're a nice person, you're a nice person, you're a nice person. I like Martell. Martell's nice. He's nice. All of this nice stuff. But then now that your husband's character or whatever, his truth is coming into question, now all of a sudden you can't come. You can't come. I'm nervous. Don't come here. It's so obvious Kimmy and Maurice have decided they will only talk about certain things on camera. All of their talks look pre-planned, which is weird. And I don't like that, because it's making me feel like, Kimmy, you're falling slightly into a space of destiny where we don't get the full story. Like, you ain't telling us a whole lot no more. You know, ever since the Kyle situation, like, y'all haven't really done a whole lot of talking. Like, what's going on? Probably since the last time we saw you sit outside at that cabin and you cried. Because it seemed like Maurice wasn't getting you, and he's continuing to not get you. And that shit is irritating, because if he ain't his brother's brother, I don't know who is. Wow. Let's keep going. Funny, Kimmy ain't addressed Maurice on camera, and she's deflecting on everyone else's mess, so she don't have to address it. But when Tisha don't address her hubby, she's all kind of names, right? I agree. Thank you so much, Time Uploved. Thank you so much for the super chat. January 4th, only pic he posted was a throwback football pic of Marceau, and the location said Atlanta. So I'm confused. And Kimmy mad because Martell, baby mom was coming for her on social media? I guess. That's probably why she was mad. But that girl gonna do what she want to do anyway, because that's just how she is. You know, thank you so much, Time Uploved, for the super chat. Yeah, that's just how she is, girl. None of them wants to put their real issues on camera, and that's why they all are pacifying Martell. Ooh, Marcel gonna give Martell whatever he needs to keep them secrets quiet. Yikes. Let me tell you, if he had any deal on the table, I feel like that deal done got shooketh. Okay, after last night's nightcap, I think that deal done got a little shooketh. All right, so girl, Martell knows something. He knows something. Melody was his best friend at one point, so I wouldn't be surprised if he confided in his wife and Mel actually knows stuff. But either way, girl, good luck. And let's keep going. Destiny and Tiffany. So they link up. Destiny talks to Tiffany about the party, the Galentine party, and Tiffany says that, no, I think Destiny said that she, I guess she was being poked by Stormy. I said, not you being poked by Stormy. So Tiffany says, well, I don't think that she got like that until after you agitated her. And Destiny said, well, girl, was you there? Was you at the same party? No, she kept asking me the same questions over and over and over again. Then she goes on to say that she wasn't agitated and that she did not mock her. She said, I was speaking her language. I said, when you say you speak to somebody's language, that is you mocking them. When you speak to somebody, I'm speaking your language, you mocked her. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, though. When you are arguing with somebody and you're upset, that's what happens. A lot of people get mocked when you get in a, you know what I'm saying? When you get in an argument, you feel away. Yeah, I'm gonna mock you. Yeah, that's what's up. That what's up. That's what's up. Like, that's just how I go. You know, so it shouldn't have been made that big of a deal because it happens in arguments. All right. What else? I think, oh yeah, Destiny said that she doesn't. Oh, so Tiffany mentioned something about Melody being at this place where she really just wants to be around positive energy, no negative energy. Of course, Destiny rolls her eyes. She's not necessarily believing that. And I guess if that's how you want to feel, girl, that's how you want to feel, child. It's kind of like you ain't really around her for real, to really know what it is that she does or does not want. So, yeah. If y'all was on good terms, you would be agreeing and saying the same thing that Tiffany said. But now that y'all not, I guess. Anyway, Tiffany and Melody are going to go to Utah, Alabama, so she can find her dad or whatnot. And I guess Destiny is feeling a way about that. So I'm saying, not y'all at one point with surface friends, and then she's over here going to meet your people or whatever like that. And I was thinking to myself, like, Destiny, not at one point you and Tiffany were surface friends, and then you over here linking up with this lady to talk about Melody. Well, okay. All right. So there's that. Tiffany did say that she thinks that Mel is thinking about it like his business, though, or whatnot. So there's that. I guess because there's going to be a lot of research and stuff involved. But I'm like, but that's not Melody's, like, that's not her job. That's not her line of work. So I guess. All right. I don't believe it either, though, because honestly, if Mel wanted that, she wouldn't be on a show with a group of people she clearly doesn't like. Okay. Ooh, somebody said, I just don't like her. Okay. Her bad friend stays on her list. Destiny needs a hobby, life, a new village, job, skill, something. Is getting obsessed at this point. Oh, wow. Tiffany is setting herself. What? Tiffany is setting herself for, what you mean? She's setting herself up? If Mel leaves next season and her flip-flopping is making me dizzy. Oh, okay. Destiny is trying to secure her spot on the show and feels threatened with Melody filming with Tiffany and Stormy, I suppose. How did Destiny ask Stormy to sponsor her but not be professional with her to get the bag? I don't know, fam. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I really didn't think what Stormy was asking of Destiny was that bad. I think she wanted to get her side. I think Stormy could have just said, well, I got the side from Melody, but she didn't want to admit that because she had already lied, in my opinion, and said that Melody don't really be talking about them. When we've already witnessed on more than one occasion where Melody has discussed them with Stormy. So I feel like she could have probably, like, I heard Melody's side. Let me hear your side, Destiny. I'm trying to, get y'all back on one accord. I don't think Stormy was really coming at her sideways at that time. She was just asking. So I don't know. Has anyone noticed it's been less Tiffany in scenes and them always leaving when scenes start? Ooh, I have not noticed that. I've noticed less scenes, but I haven't paid attention to, I haven't paid attention to that. To them leaving every time something gets started. I haven't. Interesting. Let's keep going. Jaylen's housewarming. Okay. Jaylen asked Maurice and Kimmy about some land that they supposedly got. Maurice says that Kimmy wanted a restaurant and something else. He was like a restaurant or maybe like a restaurant that has a spot that you can rent out for like parties or like a venue or something, right? So I'm sitting up here, I said, okay, let me keep listening. Kimmy says, no, that was more of your idea. Or something like that. She was like, no, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted originally, right? And when she said that, I said, I believe what she's saying. I believe it was a Maurice idea because one thing about Maurice, he gonna compete with Marceau. One thing about you, sir, you're gonna compete with your brother. So it makes sense that if y'all don't win at Boston land, you're trying to figure out how you can build up your own spot. Hey, look, bro, I got my own black. I got black number 2. Okay. Hell, I'm sure. Mm-mm. So Kimmy isn't happy, but she wants to just go along to get along, in my opinion. Go along to get along. And I cannot stand that. I hate when she has to limit what she wants to say to her man. Because when we see Tisha with other people, you don't have no issue saying what you got to say. But when it comes to him, you get quiet. And I just don't like the dynamic. I guess. I don't like that. It just makes me feel like she's slowly becoming a Tisha. It's like her opinions are not valued, they're not heard, they're not considered. And the only reason he took you on these trips, as much as you've been asking, was because of that photo. So I don't know, I don't like it. But anyway, I also said I hate how he never listens to her or oh yeah, I already talked about it. I'm reading this. I already talked about that. Yeah. Anyway, so Kimmy doesn't like that the guys she don't like the guys trip to Atlanta. Okay. She didn't like that. She also said that she didn't like that they didn't tell her that it was gonna be a guys trip to Atlanta. But of course, what's his name? Maurice didn't know. Maurice had just got a call from Martell. Martell said that I'm gonna talk to you about some things later. Kimmy and not Kimmy, Tiffany and Lewis mentions the trip to Atlanta and how Martell is doing a wine. Miss Kimmy immediately gets upset and then tried to make Martell the issue in the confessional by saying, "Oh, see, Martell, see, that's the stuff I'm talking about. He's messy, he's drama-filled. That's what I'm talking about with Martell. Why didn't he mention that when I was there?" See, that right there is speaking volumes on how you're feeling within your own relationship and what you got going on. It wasn't that he was trying to leave you out. Because when he invited Lewis, he had Tiffany sitting right there. So it wasn't that he was trying to leave you out. I think it was more so y'all called me here. So what the hell done happened? Let me see what's going on before I even invite anybody or do anything like that. Like, let me see what y'all talking about. Okay, so I mean, I don't think that he was trying to not tell Kimmy. Not at all. Because honestly, Martell didn't even understand why you even had an issue with him. Keep that in mind. You got an issue with him. I didn't see that he necessarily have an issue with you. So that's on you, girl. Anyway, Kimmy wants Destiny and Stormy to have a conversation. Stormy says that she don't know. She tells Destiny, "Listen, I don't got no issue with you. I mean, like, why would I have an issue with you when you had just asked me for a sponsorship? So I don't know you enough to have an issue with you. I thought we was gonna probably do a sponsorship or something together." So Destiny says, "Well, the thing is, you came at me wrong." Or whatever, and just running her chonkers, just continuing to talk, and then call Stormy sweetie. So Stormy said, "I'm not sweetie." And what I didn't like, when Stormy called her sweetie, she said, "Call me by my name. My name is Destiny. My name is Stormy. I'm sorry." Stormy said, "Don't call me sweetie. My name is Stormy." So Destiny gets up and she leaves. Kimmy immediately tries to go to Stormy and check Stormy because Stormy should have just accepted the fact that this woman called her sweetie. Destiny left because she was mad that she could not disrespect Stormy. And Stormy was like, "No, that's not my name. Not going to call me by my name. My name is X. Call me out my name. Call me Stormy." But for you to try and jump onto Stormy, for me, was giving, did you not just hear Destiny get loud? Granted, there was some editing and chop because I hate when they do that. I hate when they show a calm conversation, then the other person just sporadically gets loud. So something was happening in there. Right. But it's like when you approach Stormy, it was like it was all Stormy. Some of it was Destiny too. Like, who you getting loud with? Didn't you see that? That's one of the reasons we had an issue to begin with, was because we got loud with each other or whatever. So yeah, like, you need to be following behind your friend. Thank you so much, Fim, for the super chat. Random. Jamie, I finally got a better paying job in tech again. Okay, congratulations. Yes. Come on, tech. So I'll be getting some of your merch when the checks roll in. Thank you so much. Love you and your channel. Support Jamie and get her merch, y'all. Like the video. Thank you so much, fam. I appreciate all of the support. Thank you for the super chat. Yes. Look at that. Come on. High paying job over there in the tech industry, honey. We love to see it. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I just felt like Kimmy could have ran out to Destiny. Destiny done went outside the house. I guess she had to go and get her a breather. So there's that. The Scott brothers, Scott and Marceau and Tisha come in. I was cackling because Tisha and Mel did not speak to each other, and I appreciate them not being fake. Marceau and Maurice tried to have a conversation with Mel. Mel was dry as hell. Also love that too. And what did they say? They say, oh yeah, Maurice said, well, the last time we talked to Martell, he said everything was great. First of all, you being messy as hell. You know what else was great? The photo that Ariana took of your ass. How about that? That's what was great. All right. Martell said things was great. Mel said, well, why the hell would you sit up there and ask him about me? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you? I just loved it. She just gave them dust. Y'all was looking for some mess. Let's talk about the mess y'all got one. Okay, on y'all side of town. Anyway, Wanda done arrived. Okay, she arrived with her shoes that do not come in a box because ain't nobody gonna tell me Wanda always buy shoes that come in a box, girl. I'm not going to believe that all the time, Miss Wanda. I'm not going to believe it all the time, girl. But so she came there with her shoes. They did not come in a box. And Tisha, no, Miss Wanda, like, I got a bone to pick with a few of you ladies up in here. I got a few things that I want to say, and y'all gonna hear what I got to say. All right. So then Tisha said, well, you ain't got to check nobody because everybody in here that I got an issue with, I've already said something. I said, oh, okay, Tisha, you really thought you did something. I didn't go. Well, I guess stand up for yourself now, even though people still think you're a joke, girl. You know, Wanda calls out Mel, Stormy, and Kimmy for talking about her daughter. All y'all had something to say about my daughter. All y'all had something to say about my daughter because my niece came back and told me that y'all was talking about my daughter. Okay. And I just want to let y'all know, and I told Tisha this, that she should be messing with no BITs whose shoes don't come in a box. And then next time y'all got something to say to my daughter, invite me, because I'm gonna check y'all and nip it on the in the bud on the spot. That's what I'm gonna do, girl. So you ain't gotta worry about Tisha. Tisha may not say that, but I'm gonna say something on her behalf because y'all not gonna be sitting up here coming at my daughter. And I'm just like, Wanda, get out. Get out. You got Martha in there talking to Tisha. So your mother's in there starting mess. She's calling people BITs and everything. Like, girl, go get your mama. Tisha knew what she was doing. Tisha enjoyed. She thought, like, well, Kimmy invited my mama, so she invited my mama. So what she said, so that's Kimmy's problem. I guess that is Kimmy. Kimmy did invite her mama, but at the same time, Tisha, we knew what you was doing when you sat up there trying to make sure people know that, hey, I told my mama she ain't have to say that because I already checked y'all. So don't be mad at me for what my mama's saying. Like, y'all gotta be mad at my mama because she gonna do what she want to do anyway. I can't control grown folks. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Tisha got a point with that if that's the case, because Miss Wanda don't give a damn. And then she gonna sit up there and call these ladies BITs again, get up and strut her ass into the kitchen. And Kimmy said, girl, we're not gonna be doing no more BITs up in here. And Jayla said, no, Miss Wanda, you're not gonna be coming in at my house talking to my mama like that up in here. Girl, it was a mess. Wanda went back because y'all know Wanda be ready for the action. She be ready for the action, child. Let's see. Wanda needs to sit down somewhere tattering on those heels. What 1970s too short disco ball of a dress speaking foolishness? Wanda gonna have to explain that shoes with no box analogy. Girl, Wanda is a mess. I think Kimmy should have invited Martell instead of Melody because that party was hella awkward. Yeah, she definitely could have did that. I think Mel wouldn't mind either. I think she probably would have been like, cool, I'm glad to not be here. I'm only coming off of the strength of you, but if you want to invite him over me, okay. What else? Did you see that when Destiny came back upstairs and walked past Melody to go sit next to Tisha? Did you hear Melody ask her if she was okay? Yes, I did. And Destiny said, I'm good. She kept walking, but she said, yeah, I'm good, or something like that. And she just kept going. Because Mel said, are you okay? She was like, yeah, I'm good. And she went over and she hugged and embraced Tisha or whatnot. So yeah, Wanda and her wobble kitten. She stays embarrassing herself. Stormy and Mel's face looking at Wanda had me dying. Wanda would get cursed out and I would have dared Tisha to say something. Lord have mercy. Miss Wanda is a whole mess. Y'all know who else is a whole mess though? Dr. Heavenly. Did y'all see the nightcap? Girl, Dr. Heavenly is a mess. First of all, her and Martell over there getting into it. Okay. I don't think they knew each other was going to be on the show. Not sure, but they definitely got into it. I guess that Dr. Heavenly had referred to Ariane as coleslaw, as so many other people do. Refer to this young woman as coleslaw or whatnot. And he just wanted to check her and let her know that her name is Ariane. And she was like, but who is she to you though? She's the mother of my son, of my child. Her name is Ariana or whatever. So Miss Heavenly was over there gathering Martell, and I was over here cackling. And he said something like, you always keep my name in your mouth or something like that. You've been having my name in your mouth for a minute now, for a minute. She's like, baby, let's be clear. I didn't even know you. Okay, I knew Melody, but I didn't know who you were. So we're not even gonna act like this. So you called me. You called me. Okay, that's what happened. Let's be clear. Thank you so much for the super chat, Phil. Phil says, always here for the Wanda shenanigans. It was cool when Tisha was a BIT last week. Ooh, Wanda is TV Gold. I need that spinoff. Wanda is quite hilarious. Thank you so much for the super chat. I will say that. Quite hilarious. Well, I guess you got a point there, Miss. They definitely called Miss Tisha a BIT on last week. So Wanda came back and gave them a whole lot of BITs too. Oh, wow. That's a lot of BITs going on. Well, yes. So I was here for Dr. Heavenly, kind of laying into Martell. I think Martell was trying to be the best sport that he could be up there, as uncomfortable as he may have felt. Because one thing about Heavenly, she gonna get with you. She definitely gonna get with you, baby. So Heavenly thinks that Tisha needs to speak for herself, because the question came up like, do you feel like her mom should be speaking her battles or whatnot, defending her child or whatever? And Heavenly said, I just think that Tisha should speak for herself, because to me, she gives weak woman. Heavenly thinks that Tisha is a weak woman. And I said, shit. I mean, it's what a lot of people were already thinking, but it's the fact that Heavenly said it like directly out of her mouth. And I was just like shocked. Wanda don't need a spinoff. Tyler Perry already made Meet the Browns and Madea, and that's what she gives. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. The difference is Wanda is abusing her position as an elder, and the woman or the women respect manners, and the women respect or manners for their elders. Gotcha. As we all do, we all think Tisha is weak as fuck. Right? That was very mean. She didn't hold back at all. Heavenly definitely was going off. She spoke on something else about like the husbands or something like that. Like, I think the question came up like, do you think that Marcel is cheating on Tisha? And Heavenly was like, well, I think that we want to believe our husbands when they tell us that they're doing something, right? So if they say it's going to be something, or like we want to believe our husbands. And I'm like, well, girl, you're right. I mean, she gonna believe him to the end of time. She got that right to do that. That's her husband. But when they asked Martell that question, Martell says, what? No, he says, number one, he wants Marceau and Tisha to be married for many years, right? He says, but he doesn't know how long Tisha's going to be able to deal with Marceau and his shenanigans. And then Carlos is like, well, what shenanigans are you talking about? Like, be clear, let's talk. And so he says, what the rumors, things that are out now. Things that are out now. He says, rumors don't exist for nothing. Okay, rumors are out there for a reason. Basically, in my opinion, insinuating yet again that Marceau indeed has stepped outside of his marriage. Okay, so I don't know if it's going to be a no turning back on the friendship, because Martell has done this before. He's doing it again, and it sounds like to me he was doubling down on what he said. Okay. Doubling down and just letting y'all know, listen, girl, this man out here done did some things. So whatever Martell said he did, I'm starting to believe he did this shit. Okay, so when he talked about the 20 women's, maybe it wasn't 20. Maybe he was over exaggerating. Yikes. Okay, so there's the dad. Girl. What else did Heavenly talk about? Oh, I think they talked about Monique and Chris. They talked about the Monique and Chris situation and him telling her to hush. And she said, my husband tells me to hush, but he doesn't say it like that. And then she says that she thinks that it's okay for a woman to be a boss outside of the household, but when she comes into the household, she needs to work on being submissive. And Martell, which was very shocking to hear his response to that, he says that he thinks that in so many words, a woman should be submissive, and you should not, like he said, that Monique was trying to overtalk Chris, and you never should want to overtalk your husband. I'm like, well, you shouldn't want to overtalk your wife, period. The respect should be mutual, period, okay? But then he also says, but just as much as he probably should not have told her hush, she shouldn't have told him hush, he shouldn't have told her hush, or whatever. So basically, he was trying to say in so many words that it's like a mutual thing. And I said, not Martell. Yikes, okay? What else did he talk about? He talked about Melody and how she was in the household. He said he wasn't saying that she was a boss inside the household. I guess she was a bit submissive or whatnot. He said that there was some issues that they ended up having in their marriage, which resulted in him straying, I suppose. He also talked about how they ended up getting engaged. I think they were in college. It was her senior year. They had been dating for like 9 months. And on the day of her graduation, when they went out to eat, he ended up proposing to her, and they were together ever since until they weren't. So there's that. I'm probably not going to tune in next week to the nightcap. We shall see. Tamar is going to be on there, and then there's going to be a chef on there as well. So I mean, I might tune in. But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Let me see what you guys are saying. Tisha ain't thinking about Heavenly and her trout mouth, leaky eye self. She just got cute and is mad Tisha been beautiful for years. Oh, wow. Okay. What was funny too during the nightcap was when they talked about Heavenly and Martell being at an event together. And she was like, I don't even know why he was there. He wasn't even on a program. He wasn't even on a program. So you was there to see Destiny? He said, no, I was there to be a special guest. I was there to be a guest or whatnot. No, I was not there to be with Melody. I mean, not Melody, but Destiny. So I'm like, ooh, well, the streets are talking. The streets are talking. I don't know what's going on. I don't believe it though. People try to insinuate that both of them are together, but I don't believe that. Melody took years to leave everyone. Melody took years to leave. Everyone leaves when they're ready. That is a fact. Whenever they're ready. And if you want to hang on forever, you can too. It's your marriage. Martell is telling again that Marcel has cheated or is cheating. Right. That's what I'm saying, Juju. Been saying that for a minute. So that's why I'm like, And based on the episode at the top of it, I said, girl, whatever that man did, he did it. He did it, girl. Let's move on. He did it. Martell is throwing shots to keep those Scots in line. Ooh. Their women have been doing too much on the show, and he has been watching. That was just the opening salvo. Keep your women in line. Oh, my. If Tisha's weak, so is Melody and Kimmy. They're all staying with men, sleeping around. Well. She said if he was or wasn't cheating, she's still not leaving her man. She loves him. That's what Dr. Heavenly said. I believe it, girl. I believe it. Dr. Heavenly said Martell also said he wants his family back, but they cut that out. Oh, he did? He want his family back? I don't know if Mel gonna let that happen. I think Mel is good. I used to be hopeful, but I'm not no more. How Dr. Heavenly gonna call her weak, but then say she will do the same thing Tisha is doing by listening to her husband? Ooh. Well, good question. Me and Wanda would have tore Jalen's new house up. You gonna tear this baby house up? He just got in it. I would have just had to pay Marcel to build him a new one, child. I can't. That was ignorant for Heavenly to say Tisha was weak because she has a weak husband that lets her act a fool constantly. Oh my goodness. Heavenly is a no for me. Let's dive into your marriage. Ooh, Heavenly seems just like Wanda, talking out of turn. And when she gets checked, it's a problem. Oh, y'all, it's coming up today, okay? We have over 600 people in the chat. Please go ahead and like the video if you have yet to do so. Just a friendly reminder there. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme as well. Okay, let's see what else we got. The nerve of Martell saying Dr. Heavenly was disrespectful. How he disrespected his own children's mother and allowed Coleslaw to do the same. He gave Coleslaw the ammunition, and I agree. It can never, ever be me with Wanda. I am too bloody disrespectful to tolerate Wanda's mess. That's crazy. I got to go back and watch Heavenly's live last night. I started watching it. But then I ended up doing something else. So I got to go back and listen to what Miss Girl was saying. Because Dr. Heavenly did a live talking about the nightcap with Carlos and Martell. Did she say it on that live last night that she would do the same thing? Maybe. What time is it? Okay. At this point, Martell is becoming a friend of the show, and I'm tired of Destiny. Ooh. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, Heavenly says she wouldn't leave, but said her situation is different because her husband would never disrespect her like Marceau do Tisha. Girl, I don't know what Dr. Damon would do. I think he's a kind man, but I don't know. Dr. Heavenly agreed Martell is gonna marry Airhead Curry. And he said, oh no. That was the embarrassment. He's not gonna marry nobody. I saw she had got on live for a quick second the other day. What day was that? Was that Friday, I think? Maybe it could have been Saturday. She popped on live for like maybe 3 minutes and then she popped off. I guess she missed live. Y'all know she went and did a live saying that she wasn't going to get back on IG, right? She wasn't going to go live on IG because people be twisting and turning her lives into situations. But I really think what pissed her off the most was when people tried to speak on her motherhood and her child, being, left in the car, people were saying. So, yeah, I think that probably took a toll. I don't know. This just, my opinion, my thoughts. I'm not sure the real reason as to why she got off or stopped going live on IG. But yeah, but she peeked on there for a second and then she got off. I know she missed it, child. I wonder if Martell got you on a little leash over there, telling you can't go live no more, girl. And it's crazy, and I feel bad for her just a little bit, not really, but she often do her lives, and she be like, "Where he going? Going where? Where he going? Going where?" It seems like he's probably going to go very far because according to last night's show, marriage or engagement ain't in the plans. So it seems like he's going to go wherever he wants. And the door that you have is going to be forever revolving. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be, I can come in, I can go out. I can come in, I can go out. But either way, good luck. Yikes, yikes. I can imagine what that's doing to the mental. 1 minute you're up here apologizing to this woman, saying how sorry you is. Don't nobody need to mess with this person and that person and woo. How my mind is now versus where it was when I was doing all of that. Girl, I gotta focus on me. So where he going? Well, where he going? Well, no, ma'am, where are you going? Where are you going? Doesn't matter where he's going. Where are you going to go? Focus on you. Where are you going? He probably told her to stop doing those lives before somebody report her ass and they take that baby and then he gonna have to get him. And he ain't having that. Oh my. Thank you so much for the super chat, Juju New. I guess Wanda's 2 men can't keep her bad body. I guess Wanda's 2 men can't keep her bad body built self occupied enough to stay out of people's business. Ooh, girl, I had to get past the bad body built self. Ooh, Jesus. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Juju. Oh, wow. That was tough there. To get past that. Heavenly got some nerve because she made sure Damon wasn't going to leave her once she got pregnant. So she trapped him. And that was a conversation like last season, I think it was, on Married to Medicine. Embarrassing. And I think she talked about it on the nightcap again when she mentioned that I think they ended up getting engaged like 6 months after she was pregnant or something like that. Let me tell you, that lady knew who she wanted. It meant what she was gonna get him. So I'm like, this my man. Okay, Ariane just glad to raise her baby in a 2-parent household like she had growing up. Wow, wow, wow. Damon said she never trapped him. She really has a good man. Okay, he did say that. He did say she never trapped him. I forgot. Thank you for that. Thank you, Lady 6916. Y'all are so Bruh, it's the comments. It's the comments. It's the comments. Girl. And then she get up, then Wanda get up trying to twist, baby. Twist and shout. She got up there when she walked off calling them ladies BITs, trying to twist her way into the kitchen. Y'all know she was twisting for Maurice because she really liked Maurice. That's her guy. All right. That's what it was right there out there trying to twist. Not an Oldsmobile. Y'all so disrespectful. Heavenly says she meant weak as in will do anything for her man and allows the disrespect. I guess Heavenly will do anything for her man. I guess so. Of course he's gonna say that he didn't trap her because that's not what he thinks, but she did. That's when I realized she looked like a freaking girl. What is wrong today? A penguin? Damn, I've never heard that ever. Shit. I'm about to hang up on you guys. Oh my. A penguin? Shit. Heavenly praise Marcel for knowing what to say to his wife to keep her unlike Martell. This was on the live? I got to go. I'm gonna go watch this live. This was on Heavenly's live. Girl, I gotta go watch this. Phil said y'all is some haters, and Miss Wanda be looking good, and that's just on P. Okay. Miss Wanda, that wig was not giving. I can't. Woo, y'all is messy can. Okay, nobody wanted Pooh Bear, but Heavenly, she better chill before she. Not why this man got to be Pooh Bear. Before she busts that sleeve and go up to what? Go up to 2. Oh, y'all are something else on this Sunday. Wanda was about to fall over in those shoes. She needs her own group of friends. Carlos. No, she was about to fall over in the shoes. Carlos should introduce her to Mama Joyce's messy self. It's her about to fall over in the shoes, though. Girl, I don't know if they came in a box. She about to tiptoe over on it. I don't think the shoes came in a box. Remember the camping trip last season and Marcel was in the wreck with the expensive car. Didn't tell Tisha he was in a wreck. I don't know. I do remember that. I remember it, but I don't remember him not telling Tisha. I guess he don't tell her a lot of stuff. Like she said he does. Last night was the first time Wanda ain't have 3 hairstyles at one time. Good night. Good night. I actually liked the finger waves and the French roll in the back. It was giving Drew Sidora. Like, I didn't see nothing wrong. I liked the little French roll she came with when she went off on Destiny. I mean, not Destiny, when she went over to Kiki house. And she called, what she said something about Kiki. I think she called her acting like said that lady was acting like a BIT or something. She said, no, I'll leave that to you. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't mind it. Yes, guys, please go ahead and like the video. I will be wrapping the video up soon. As soon as we hit this 2-hour mark, I am going to go ahead and head out. Damon doesn't tape, so his disrespect is limited. He calling her buddy was all the confirmation I needed. Ooh, he definitely be calling her buddy. What's going on, buddy? Hey, buddy, how you doing, buddy? I like Dr. Damon, though. I like Dr. Damon. All right, guys. I have enjoyed you all. I hope you've enjoyed me and my thoughts on the OWN shows. All right. Go ahead and hit the like button yet again. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And I'll be coming back to you guys later this week. I'm sorry, not later this week, girl. Probably later tonight or tomorrow, girl. We got to get into Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love Match Atlanta. What's the other? Commit or Quit. We got to talk about that. Yeah, I haven't been really reviewing Bad Boys, LA, but we be chit chatting about it here and there or whatnot. But definitely make sure you have your notifications on so that we can get into more things. Okay, that's all that I got. I'm Jamie. That's me, honey, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.